position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are now.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick completion on the out route. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the ground with the back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's got it again. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Longhorns are on the move. Back to pass, it's Avila. Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. from the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at the 23. To the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Looking for a man. It's Worthy. Pocket breaking down. All by himself. Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Reads it, fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass on second down. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Looking to throw, it's Avila. He tries to take the top off, and they took a shot on that one. Couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking downfield, it's Worthy. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Keeps looking downfield. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Back to throw. It's Avila. Rushes on him. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out fast. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
To the air, it's Avila. Looking deep. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wake Forest. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lost a throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Off the bootleg and rolling out. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Worthy. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bohannon. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking left. He makes the catch. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Pulls it in. It's Best. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Worthy. Soft spot, and nothing but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quick strike complete. Powers through the defender. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside and the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to throw, it's Avila. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a deep man. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Scanning the field, it's Avila. Back's got it. Touchdown, Texas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by 11 to Jacksonville State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Buys a little extra time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it along the sideline.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Worthy. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Hands it off. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Worthy. That's reeled in. It's Best. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Presley. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking to throw, it's Worthy. Catch in the middle, it's Best. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Texas offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Dropping back, it's Avila. Unloads it left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just keep slinging it. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Back to pass, it's Avila. Going for 6. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the front. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands. Let him do the rest.
First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Worthy. Under fire! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Pitts. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wants to throw. It's Avila. Fires to the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Makes the grab. It's Best. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
To the air on first down. A strike downfield. Touchdown Trojans. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stuffed, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing a pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Avila. Fires to the right. Got him and nobody's close. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Avila. Quarterback extends the play. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bohannon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking downfield, it's Worthy. Makes the grab, it's Best. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The short hands, it's Best. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
If you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Looking for a man, it's Worthy. A shot toward the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd down after that last run. To throw, it's Avila. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue.
Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
It's complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be legal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. As a result, it's incompletion.
Opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's got great speed. He's taken out of bounds out to 48. A really good return gets it close to midfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Worthy. It's complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to fire. Going to take a shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Back to pass on second down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Trojans. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete as the 2-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned about games of chance, there wasn't really a reason to try to do that, but this game is over. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.